students. In our section today, we are going to discuss the anatomy of the jejunum, the ileum, and the ileocecal junction. Today, first of all, we have to identify the difference between the ileum and jejunum. The first difference we can see, as we can see here, the wall of the ileum is very, very thin. On the other side, the wall of the jejunum is thicker than the ileum. If you open the lumen of the ileum, of the jejunum, we will find here abundant and numerous prominent plica circularis, which are the mucous folds of the jejunum. On the other side, the ileum, the plica circularis are less numerous, they are flattened because the difference between, another difference between the jejunum and ileum is the length. As we know, the small intestine is divided into three parts, the fixed part which is the duodenum, then the jejunum and the ileum. The jejunum forms the proximal 2/5, while the ileum forms the distal 3/5 of the small intestine. Another difference between the jejunum and the ileum are the mesentery. The mesentery of the ileum is containing more fat than the jejunum. So it is opaque and it has no windows. While on the other side, the jejunum, the mesentery of the jejunum is translucent because it has less fat and I can't see the light through it, and it contains windows. Considering the arterial supply of both structures, the arterial supply of the ileum, it has more arterial arcades in the mesentery, while in the jejunum the arcades are less. So again, the difference between the jejunum and ileum, the wall of the jejunum is thicker than the ileum. The second difference, which is the most important, the plica circularis. As we can see, the plica circularis are coarse, they are abundant, and they are prominent, while in the ileum they are somehow flattened. And the three other differences, as you can see on the table in your book, they are theoretical. You cannot see them in the practical session. The another specimen today is the ileocecal junction. So, first of all, I have to place the specimen in the anatomical position. As we know, the cecum is found in the right iliac fossa, in this place. Okay? So, we have three structures here. This part is the terminal part of the ileum. This structure is the cecum. And it continues upwards as the ascending column. So, this junction is called the ileocecal junction. This small structure projecting from the wall of the cecum is the vermiform appendix. Okay? This is the vermiform appendix. Okay. Concerning the appendix, as we know, the appendix is a very important surgical structure, so we have to know the surface anatomy of the appendix. First of all, we will draw a line from the umbilicus to the anterior superior iliac spine. Then I will take the point at the junction between the medial 2/3 of the line and the lateral third. This point is called the McBurney point and is the site of the surgical incision during appendectomy. Another question which is very common, what are the common sites of the appendix, the common anatomical sites? The most common site is retrocecal, behind the cecum, followed by pelvic, and we have another three less common sites which are subcecal, pre-ileal, and post-ileal. So the most common is retrocecal, followed by pelvic. Concerning the blood supply, as we know, the cecum is supplied by the anterior and posterior cecal arteries, while the appendix is supplied by the appendicular artery, which is a branch of the posterior cecal artery. As we know, finally, that the cecum is completely covered with peritoneum, so it is a freely mobile organ. Thank you.